G'day guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel where we break down the charts every single day. Now today for you guys, I've got a bit of a different video. We're actually going to talk about one of my favorite altcoins for the next cycle, and that is in fact Chainlink. Now for those of you that don't know what Chainlink is, so it's essentially a decentralized Oracle network that bridges the gap between smart contracts on the blockchain and real world data. So currently with a price of $6.73 and a market cap of $3.7 billion, Chainlink is sitting around that number 20 spot for market cap. Now, Chainlink has about 836 projects and 2,153 integrations in the Chainlink ecosystem so far. And they've got massive partnerships as well, currently partnered with Google, Swift, and Amazon Web Services. So Chainlink is a project I'm fundamentally bullish on long term, and as well with their cross-chain interoperability protocol upgrades, it actually connects the blockchains to traditional finance. So essentially what it does is all of the data on the blockchain that these projects use in like DeFi or other areas, they get their data from Chainlink's Oracle services, if that makes sense. Now, one of the reasons I'm extremely bullish on Chainlink is because it actually really underperformed in the last bull market. So, if we have a look at the chart for a second, so this is the current price chart for Chainlink. So we're actually consolidating in this very tight range here. And if we actually have a look from the bottom to present day, we've actually been consolidating for almost 500 days. Now, this is a massive amount of time for us just to go sideways. So you can tell since May of 2022 to today, we've literally just been bouncing around in this sideways range. Now, the thing you need to understand is right now we're building a base and a foundation of support. And if we actually look back, and I will just get my line tool first. I don't know where it is, but if we look back, we can actually see that the base is actually at the same level as our previous all-time high back here in June of 2019. Now, when we finally break out of this area, we can expect a really quick move to the upside. So when we do finally break above this zone and we retest it as support, we are going to expect a quick move up to that $18 mark, which was our previous local high. And when this move finally happens, it's going to be explosive. We're going to break out and we'll probably get a massive candle straight up before having an ABC correction back down. So when are we going to break out of this range? Well, that depends a lot on what Bitcoin is doing and the overall market. And that's why I actually want to have a look at the Bitcoin dominance chart. So this is a current chart for Bitcoin dominance. So if we actually have a look, since May of 2021, we've actually been consolidating in the sideways range here. We actually broke out of that range and we're now retesting it as support. So I'm expecting to get a bigger move up before we do eventually continue that downtrend. And where is the area I'm targeting? Well, if we have a look at this chart for a second, we can actually see a very clear level of descending resistance. So this line here is the area I'm going to be looking for Bitcoin dominance to possibly get a rejection. And for those of you that don't really know what Bitcoin dominance is, it's the percentage of overall market cap that Bitcoin takes up. So as the Bitcoin dominance increases, it takes up a higher percentage of the market cap, whereas when Bitcoin dominance decreases, that's when altcoins take up bigger percentages and often go on these runs. So we are looking for Bitcoin to come up a bit higher and likely to get rejected at around that 55% mark before making a move back down into that range. And we are expecting Bitcoin to eventually break down this level and put in a lower low. And that's when we're really going to see altcoins run. So it is likely that before Chainlink does break out, that Bitcoin dominance is going to increase. And when we finally top out on that Bitcoin dominance, is likely that we're really going to see these altcoins start to run, and we're going to see these coins like Chainlink break out. Now, if I go back to the link chart for a second, So I'm expecting us to straight away get to that $18 level. So when we do finally break out, I'm expecting to move straight up to around our previous local high. We could even come back down and retest this area as support, building a new base and a new foundation before we can get a bigger move to the upside. And if we actually do have a look and we do a quick calculation from the current price to the next local high, it's actually about 175% move. So you'd be making over double your money when we do get that first leg up and back up to the all-time highs. We are looking at about a 7x. Now, where do I think Chainlink can actually go to? Well, I think Chainlink can probably almost double its all-time high. So its previous all-time high was at around $52. I do think we could go into that $100 range and maybe a little bit higher. I think 120 is probably an area I'll be likely looking to take profits, which would put it at about a 16x return, which is quite good for a project that is an extremely safe pick for the next bull run. And that's pretty much all I've got for today, guys. If you liked that video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.